Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library with a big box of books, fiction and nonfiction for adults. Starting with Danielle Steele, a busy lady publishing 7 books, I think, this year. And this one is called Only the Brave. This one has a fun title, The Hazelbourne Ladies Motorcycle and Flying Club. It's by Helen Simonson, which is probably not a surprise. She always has those kind of long, quirky titles. Timeless comedy of manners about a generation of young women facing seismic changes. Summer of 1919. And she wrote Major Pettigrew's Last Stand, which was very popular. Clive Cussler, The Heist, an Isaac Bell adventure written by Jack Brul. The Sicilian Inheritance by Joe Piazza. Rooted in the author's own family history, takes place in Sicily. There's a disputed inheritance. So it's a woman her business failed, her marriage failed, her beloved great aunt Rosie passes away, but her inheritance includes a plane ticket to Sicily. That's kind of becoming a classic. Like the inheritance is like, go somewhere and do this thing, and then that starts the novel. Happy Medium, Sarah Adler. This is a witchy romance, I think. Fake spirit medium. Maybe it's not, maybe it's psychics, not witches. Fake spirit medium Gretchen Acorn is happy to help when her best client is, okay. She considers herself a beneficent fraud because even if she's not really psychic, she helps people. But then it turns out that the person she's working for is young and very attractive and a skeptic. And she has to, I don't know, she has to convince me he's a psychic. I don't know. I just assume it's just going to end with a romance. We have Jayne Ann Krentz writing as Jane Castle, People in Glass Houses, a harmony novel. I just want to get like a genre on this one. So Glass House, Maze of Crystal. Sounds like it's like got some skeptical elements and also some sort of mystery and problem solving. We have New Cold Wars by David E. Sanger. It says China's rise, Russia's invasion, and America's struggle to defend the West. It says he wrote The Perfect Weapon. A fast-paced account of America's plunge into simultaneous confrontations with two very different adversaries. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this one. It is the new Tom Selleck memoir. I think it's a memoir, but it says it's co-written with Ellis Hennigan. It's called You Never Know. He's so handsome. Really knows how to wear a mustache. So I think a lot of people, because I don't feel like there's been a lot of like Tom Selleck biographies or anything like that. It says he recounts the stories that led him to stardom, beginning with his rambunctious California childhood, his years in Magnum PI, how he balances his personal and professional life. Sounds fun. Oh, this one people definitely want. I've had to check this. Like, when is this coming? It's called The Demon of Unrest by Erik Larson, a saga of hubris, heartbreak, and heroism at the dawn of the Civil War. Oh, okay. So it's a gripping account of the chaotic months between Lincoln's election and the Confederacy's shelling of Fort Sumter. I think that's often interesting when they do sort of like a deep dive into like a very specific period of history. Minority Rule, The Right Wing Attack on the Will of the People and the Fight to Resist It by Ari Berman, who wrote Give Us the Ballot. So it's basically talks about uh, how the mob that stormed the Capitol on January 6th was actually like sort of like part of a larger historical trend of anti-democratic tactics. We have The False White Gospel by Jim Wallis, Rejecting Christian Nationalism, Reclaiming True Faith, and Refounding Democracy. Um, so it sounds like this guy is a so he sounds like he's a Christian who sort of wants to call upon Christians to not be white nationalists, to not be, yeah, yes, to not, yes, that's what he's doing. The New Menopause by Mary Claire Haver, Navigating Your Path Through Hormonal Change with Purpose, Power, and Facts. We're getting a lot more menopause books. I think it's more people are recognizing it as an important part of a woman's life and good to be prepared and know what's going on. This is a comprehensive A to Z toolkit. Oh my gosh. Nuclear War, a Scenario by Amy Jacobson. This book is not messing around. Um, okay. So this is looking at the heart of the nuclear military establishment, the technologies, the safeguards, the plans, and the risks. Wow. Explores this ticking clock scenario based on dozen of exclusive interviews with military and civilian experts. We have the new Salman Rushdie. This is a good box. We got a lot of stuff in here. Meditations after an attempted murder. He got uh, again stabbed and on in 2022, and he writes about the traumatic events and the aftermath and how he has been healing. Oh, look, his wife is named Eliza, like me. We have like five more books. Whale Fall, a novel by Elizabeth O'Connor. I feel like we had another book by this same title, but I think this is very different premise. This is a stunning debut novel. Da da da. 1938, a dead whale washes up on the shore of a remote island off the coast of Wales. Um, the main character is 18. Her mother has her mother has died, and she wants to explore life beyond the island. And then two English ethnographers show up to, I guess, something about the whale. Exquisite prose cut with sharp wit. Also kind of short. So if you're looking for something that maybe packs a punch but won't take a really long time to read, might be good for book club. The Ministry of Time by Kaliane Bradley. This book has been getting a lot of attention. Oh, look, it's blurbed by Emily Henry. Is it science fiction? That is the question. Oh, yes. Hilarious romp through time, space, and the human heart. So I think it's one of those sort of crossover books that's science fiction, but it's sort of like a lot of mainstream readers are reading it. Do, 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 do. Hmm. It's interesting that it's blurbed by Emily Henry because it doesn't really seem very romancy. It says a civil servant working on a top secret project goes to the bridge in 1847 or 1845. Um, and then you find out the true shape of the ministry's project. So yeah, interesting. Not really sure where that's going, but I'm intrigued. Robert Dugoni, A Killing on the Hill. It's a thriller. It's got a very dramatic title. A dramatic cover. I really like that. And Seattle, 1933. Ambitious young reporter investigating a murder. And, gang stuff, mobsters. So, two more. Oh, the last one's going to be a big one, but first I'll do this one. This one is, also a big one. The Strange Eventful History, a novel by Claire Messud. Over 7 decades, family separated in the chaos of World War II, and then the historic sweep into modern day. It says inspired by her own family's history. Last of all, if you're not interested in Tom Selleck, you might be interested in Whoopi Goldberg. Also has a memoir. It's called Bits and Pieces, My Mother, My Brother, and Me. So it's all okay. So she lost her mother in 2010. She talks about how important she was to her and her siblings. Deeply personal stories of her life growing up. So that was it. That was my whole box of books. And we will get those on the shelf as soon as we can. Thanks.